Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Diane. Hi, Lexi.
Hi, Lexi. Hi, Myriam.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Let's see if we have any. No, nobody in the chat.
Not
Well,
yet.
hello anyway to people that replay viewers. Thank you for being here for any replay viewers.
Yeah.
And so Lexi, what are you doing today?
I am trying to use up some of my scraps because they're out of control, and I'm going to make a little master board. We'll see how far I get with it. I'm going to try not to
Ah,
overthink. We're going to glue stuff down, and if it's ugly at the end, it can go in the trash just fine.
but a master board is meant to be cut up, isn't it?
Yes, and that's kind of the hope that maybe I make a big piece that's really ugly, but it looks cool when it's cut
Yeah, like it
into
doesn't matter
bags
what
of
it looks like because it's going to
ATCs.
get cut up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Uh,
I
uh,
assume you can mess it up bad enough that cutting won't save it, but usually when you get something small enough, it starts looking cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I think. It'll, when you cut it up, it's gonna look different. It's gonna be different than seeing it as a whole.
Yeah,
That's much different. Seeing it as a whole.
agreed.
Already, when you glue it and you see the end result, it's different.
True.
Mm. So, what are you doing, Myriam?
I'm doing watercolor. I took this picture in a zoo here in Israel, so I am going to translate it to a watercolor painting.
And did you say you
Or
took the photo? It was a photo you
I
took.
yes, I took the photo.
Where'd you find that bird?
In our zoo, we have
Oh,
in near
zoo,
it,
zoo, yeah.
and it's a very particular zoo where you can not in every cage, but there is a place where there are some animals like monkeys and bears that you have a double enter to the cage, and then you open one door, you get inside, you close that door, and then you open the door to the cage,
Oh,
and
wow.
you can go. Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
wow.
and you are
Just for
immersed.
non-dangerous animals, I suppose.
No, of course not. There are bears, one of bears and one of monkeys,
I
and
don't know
one
that
of
I'd get in with the monkeys. I don't
oh,
trust
they're
monkeys.
nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Monkeys could be dangerous.
Wow. So I am going to try to make her or him nice. I don't know. At least to have a nice time with you.
Oh, okay. I'm working on book print. I've already glued it down, and I have this blue taped border because when I'm done, I can peel off the tape and have a white border. But I got inspiration from Pinterest, so here's the inspiration. It's a half face done mostly with I'm going to use my Stabilo pencil and probably black paint and just a bunch of neutrals and do half of a face on this newsprint. And I'm going to cover this with clear gesso though, and then it's a question of whether my Stabilo pencil will work on the clear gesso. I'm guessing it will. I hope so. If not, then I just use black paint.
Mm.
I think it's going to be good.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love to do like uh, experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do an experiment ahead of time. I have to get my clear gesso.
Oh no, I love to do them the experiment when I am like in the stream too. Like
Oh yeah, right on your live stream. It's okay to do an experiment on your live stream, right?
yes, why not?
I think I've
It's
seen the
risky.
titles of some of your live streams that say that. They say I think I've seen that on your titles. Like
Yes,
sometimes they're
yes, yes,
experiments.
yes, yes. And we experiment together. There is no free answers.
True.
There is-
I've definitely seen you do things and then go, well, that didn't work and we're not going to use that.
Yes,
Something else.
yes. Like you saw me, I told you today what I did with packaging paper, bubble wrap.
Yeah.
I laminated. I didn't know if I can. And after that, I said, okay, maybe now I can do a pouch, so I need to sew it. And I could do it, and I didn't know. And then I put a fastener on it, snap, and I didn't know if it worked, but worked.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's nice. So
okay.
it's like that.
Well, Davy, hopefully will be joining us at 1:30 in an hour.
Hopefully.
Yeah, last time he couldn't because they were still because of daylight savings, they were
Yes.
4 hours difference, which ran into his work time. So now they did their day. We have done our daylight savings, and UK has done their daylight savings. So now we're back to 5 hour difference instead of 4 hours.
Finally.
Yeah.
I know that was annoying Paula too.
Oh. Is that how you say her name, or is it Paula or Paula?
I think it's Paula.
Oh,
No.
I've always heard Myriam say Paula.
Paula from New Zealand is Paula.
Oh, from
New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Wait, who's from the Netherlands? What about the Paula from the Netherlands?
Netherlands? That. She.
Yeah, not New Zealand.
No. I made a mistake.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I don't know if I can trust you on the pronunciation.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll have to ask Paula when she's here.
You need to see. You need to see by yourself if it works.
That's
tell
true.
her Paula and then tell her Paula and see what happens.
I don't know. I think people get so used to having their names mispronounced that they just are like, yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
And I had the sister of my grandmother. Her name was Paula, but it was not written like Paula, our Paula is, but Pola, because we were in Argentina, so it's.
Oh.
So yeah, you can have a lot of Myriam is Myriam in any language, so I don't mind, and you can call me whatever. Not offensive, call me. I don't know. I don't mind it.
Yeah, as long as people are consistent, so you know when they're talking to you,
Yeah.
that works.
Sometimes my name's Diana, but sometimes some people call me Diana, and I don't know.
Oh.
And I don't know why.
You know why? Because your name is written as in Spanish.
Oh, she's not even Spanish though.
I know, but it's not like Diane that it's with an E at the end.
I know.
With an A. So in
Diana,
Spanish,
you would think would be. I've seen it spelled Deanna, and that would be a Deanna or Diana. Deanna. I've seen it spelled like that.
Yes. So when I first encountered your name, I told you Diana, because that is what I wrote, right? What I read. I read in Spanish.
I can understand if Latino people call me that way, but this woman, she's not even Latino, and she calls me that.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe she just knew someone who did
yeah,
spell it like that and was a
that could be
Diana, so
it.
she's like, this is what I know.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
That could be. You're right.
Now, have you guys ever had the issue where you don't really know how to pronounce someone's name, so you're trying to learn from
Yeah,
other
so
people
then I
addressing them.
say, oh,
And then you
I
find
say
out
your
they
name,
were.
or I say, oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, and then I might say it and then say, oh, I'm not sure if I pronounce that right.
Yeah. That's usually what I do. Because if you just go by what other people are calling them, they can get it wrong.
Yes. Of course, that's a problem. But, yeah.
Oh, I'll be back in a minute. I have to go for a minute again.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, it's 5. Let's do it.
Ooh, do I have enough? I'm kind of just ready to start gluing. See what happens.
That will be nice. And we all will see what happens.
I've got kind of a weird color combo going. We're just not going to think about it. We're going to do.
Let me tell you something. I made that, what you are doing. I have a book and I started to glue on the pages of the book because it's a large book and hardcover, so it's not so big, but like the width of the book, but it's large. So
Yeah.
it's very nice to do that. And I started to use all. I say all. I didn't did 10% yet. And
I'm
I
back.
work on it.
Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. How are
Hi,
you?
Tina.
Oh, Tina is doing some good things with prompts and without, with coloring books. Today we saw them for
Ooh.
the time, but
Oh, so
sometimes you don't see the feed.
you know Tina?
Yeah, I
Oh,
know
okay.
as I know you.
So, Tina, are you a mixed media artist?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I have to use the dryer.
That should be fine. It gets semi-muted, right?
Yeah, StreamYard actually, you'll hear it at first, and then StreamYard mutes it automatically.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh, absolutely a mixed media artist.
Tina says absolutely.
Oh, great.
She's a great colorist and she worked with prompts. She made the more ingenious things with prompts too.
What mediums are you into right now, Tina? Yeah, I don't think this is going to do it, but
What should you do with watercolor when you made a mistake?
I just kind of cry and stop using watercolor.
Okay. And you put some mellow music too when you cry? I use some water and toilet paper. And then it
Oh, to blot it up?
Yeah, so that's it. Now we have some different things. So I need a very, very gray, but
Tina says collage with old photos and ABC challenge. I
Oh,
definitely approve of
Oh,
collage.
interesting.
What is ABC challenge?
Oh yeah, tell us about the ABC challenge.
yes. Tell us. Okay. Now, I need to continue with that.
Oh, I just got confirmation from Davy. He'll be joining us.
Yes.
Okay. Great. Tell me, where are you from, Tina?
So Myriam, what did you use your masterboard for?
Well, I use them for pouches. What's new, huh? What's new? I need a
You
lot
love
of
your
pouches.
pouches.
I will tell you what happened. First of all, I love them, so I cannot cease to do it. But
Yeah.
she's from Sweden, she says.
Ooh.
Oh, sweet and awesome.
I know one song in Swedish. I think it's the correct term. The feeding there, use good some stew. I am butchering it, so I'm not going to do it now.
Do you know what it means? Or can you just make the
Yes, I
sounds?
know. There is no God like you.
Ah.
It's an hymn.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that.
No, go stand.
Ooh.
There, you some stew. No, go stand. La 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 la. Yes, the music is like that.
Maybe Tina knows that song.
Maybe, but she is
I'm
not going
overthinking.
to. Even if she knows it, I don't know if she is going to understand which song is with my with my pronunciation. And I found it on internet,
Oh.
so I could remember it better. But now I don't.
There's only one other YouTube artist that I know from Sweden. It's Mrs. Gigi.
Yes, yes,
She lives in Sweden.
yeah. I told her about the the song too, but she didn't know it.
You'll find someone eventually.
Yeah, I will. I will.
I'm overthinking. Like I said, I wouldn't.
Oh, you're overthinking on a masterboard?
Yes. The whole point is to turn my brain off, but
No,
then
that's the element of
5 minutes
surprise is
in.
when you cut it up. It's so fun because it's the element of surprise.
Yeah, but I get so attached, even though they're scraps,
You
and
know
I'm
you're going to be
sick of
cutting
seeing
it
them.
up.
I know.
I need
But I'm like, I
to-
really like this piece next to this piece.
There. Okay. Now,
Oh, where'd that thing go? What?
hmm,
There we go.
I am going to use the stick gun too. Sing it again, Myriam. Okay. Definingen gut som du som du. Ingen någonstans.
Is that the Swedish song?
Yeah, she asked me to sing it again.
That's promising.
I don't remember. Sorry, mommy. I am butchering it. Really. I can find it for you in internet again. Let me find it. Because I know what I am looking for.
Yeah, you could put the link in the chat.
Yeah. Let's see. Google.
Oh, it's so weird to have all these scraps that I've hung on to for
Yeah,
so long.
again, good start some do. Found it.
Do the scraps bring back memories of the projects they came from?
Now I need to.
Yeah, and also I've just had them for so long that
Oh,
it's weird to see them kind of go away.
Oh.
Like the ideas of what they could have been, and then I'm like, nah, I just got to use them. It's very
funny.
hard for me to use my stuff up.
I put like in what I remember how to pronounce, and it find it.
What happened? Oops.
Now, am I allowed to say this green is too ugly and we're covering it up? What are the
Yeah.
rules here? Thank you.
Yeah. Inten Augustan. Okay, I can put.
Oh, geez. I'm getting the proportions all. I thought I was getting them right, but oh boy. That's why I like to grid the things, but I didn't know if I would go to the trouble for this.
Yeah, it's just an
The
experiment.
proportions are wrong.
No, no, no. The proportions are artistic. It's stylized.
Okay, yeah, stylized. Where the eyes are going to be too far wide apart. Or
That's
maybe
all
I
right.
can erase this. Hold on, I don't know if I can erase this. I'm going to check.
Well, it's a pretty easy and quick background to do, right?
The background was easy. Drawing the face and the proportions isn't.
Yeah. But since you're experimenting, you know, you can always just do it with your proportions off, and then if it works out with the stabilo and
Here it
everything,
is,
do it
Tina.
again.
Right. Yeah.
Yes,
I can erase. Oh, I wonder. I think I am able to erase. So all I had to do was erase this eye. I had to move the eye in the right place.
Good deal. I'm surprised you can erase on
Well,
that kind of paper.
it's not erasing completely.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna. I want to try to draw the eye in the right place.
Yeah, will it get covered up
Yeah.
well enough with all
Let me
the
check.
drips?
Yeah, I think it can get covered up by the hair, where the position of the hair is. Let's
Ooh,
see.
perfect. Gosh darn it.
If Tina's still here, what are you working on today, Tina?
Oh, yeah. Now we can get fiddly.
Okay, good. I did.
You did it? The whole background?
Yeah, I put the link for Tina.
Ah,
Now I can continue with the background.
looks pretty good. You've got nice texture there.
So how is the stabilo doing?
So far, I'm just drawing with it. It works by just drawing with it. But I didn't try to activate it with water yet. No, I can't. I'm just gonna, because then you have to paint over the book text, and I'm not painting over the book text. So it is going to be a stylized face with the eye.
All right, just roll with it.
Uh,
Yeah.
but Tina, I can say also, yo camera sola.
What does that mean?
That I am going to talk. Or yo comer Artsy, voy a cantar. I am going to sing. Yeah.
How often have you gotten to use those?
It was a time in my life that I used them. Not very, very often, but often enough.
Okay, Stabilo does work on it. I'm activating it with water, and it works.
Yay!
Perfect. Yay!
Do you just have black Stabilo? Or do you have the
Oh,
colors?
yeah, I only have is black. That's all. I took a long time. I kept hearing about artists raving about their Stabilo pencils, and I'm like,
Yeah, right?
all the time raving about them. So all I did was get a 3-pack of the black to see how they are.
Artful Memory Challenge. She is working on that.
I do have watercolor pencils though.
Artful Memories. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us more? I am curious now. Well,
I assume that's what the old photos are about. Ah! We've glued it down. That was close.
Yeah, Artful Memories Challenge. That most likely has to do with old photos.
Oh.
It's only logical.
My mom have a suitcase or two full of photographs.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I cannot retrieve them. So I asked her to do something like, or take a picture of them, or
What, do you want to digitize them?
yeah, I want to use them, but from Argentina to here, even if I go there, I cannot bring them with me. I can choose. I can say, okay, I want this or I want that. That I could do, but she's not. She don't know how to do it, you know. So she's not doing it.
I'm sure you can pay someone to do it.
Yeah, there's a service.
I am so, like, I think so sad, because I think it will be one day that she will say, okay, I don't want to have it in my house.
Yeah.
She could get rid of it. Yeah. would be.
And you think she will do that after hanging on to him for this long?
Yeah, she told me several times.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Not knowing that I want them, but anyway, I know what she wants to do.
Yeah. Is she just in a downsizing phase of her life?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, I came across this whole channel that's all about downsizing and decluttering,
Oh, I
and
love
she
those.
said, and tons of videos of advice and all that of the psychology of it, because she just said, when you downsize,
Oh,
you go on an emotional roller coaster because
yeah.
you have to go through sentimental stuff.
Tina says it's hosted by Jack Raby and Jane Chip.
I haven't heard of them.
So we can go and see what is about. Yeah, I am decluttering my house and I am organizing. That's why I need so much my pouches, because I did recently. Did you saw my armoire? My little armoire? Oh, I need to.
Oh, how cute.
These have legs,
I love them.
have shelves,
Oh,
and it was a whiskey box that Baxi found on the street. And it's a very
Oh.
quality one box. So I made that.
Yeah, I found you need a good box to
Yes.
make things like shelves.
Yes.
Otherwise, it just bows.
Yes, I didn't touch it at all. Only cover one part that was the label, and the other part that was a lot like the paper was a little bad, but I didn't touch it. Structurally, it's so good that I didn't need to touch it.
Love a good box.
Yeah. But I am now I am downsizing. So what I am doing is to take things out of my house. The only thing that survive is the ones that serve me to organizational or to organize.
Yeah.
Purpose.
That's so hard, though.
Yeah.
Because everything could serve a purpose.
Yeah, but you like.
Yeah, when you declutter and downsize, you have to. This woman who is the host of that channel, she said she downsized from 5,000 square feet to 870 square feet.
Ah, how?
She said she got rid of 95% of her stuff. And so that's what all her videos are about. Are about like how to do it.
Grayscale painting is here.
Hi, Anthony.
Oh, hi, Anthony. Nice to see you.
He says, good to see y'all still arting. Of course. Once you start, how do you stop?
I tell you something. I have now all around only things that serve me to a purpose.
Oh, that's good.
I can do a little.
And like you only have stuff that you've used in the past year, not stuff like that's like
all around me, only things that I can put things on it, and that serve me to that again. They serve me to have things at hand, and then I have all around behind me and on the side the same thing, but all the time it's more organized, less things there, So it's a work that it's not going to take only one day. But
Oh, no.
yeah. But I am glad everything I can do. And sometimes you need to buy something that it's better than what you had, that it was like something that you made. Because they are not practical sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes, what I understand, I love to do like irregular forms. But what I understand is that doesn't serve me to a purpose. So only if I want to go to a fair and sell them, then I can do things with volume with it. If not, I need a square thing that I can put one on over the other or one beside the other.
Man, it's sad, but I also fully understand.
Yeah,
Can't have it all.
no, you can.
Was it what Miriam, were you just explaining how you decluttered?
Yes
I
or
mean,
no?
how did you so what are your tips about decluttering and downsizing?
First of all, I told you that the last stream, you need to see what there are things that maybe had some meaning for you in the past.
Yeah.
They don't have the same meaning now.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Keep them because of the meaning that had. It's not a wise thing to do. So that's one thing. The other thing is
Then how do you let go of it?
I
You
throw
just
them out.
say okay, this had meaning for me in the past, but that doesn't have any use for me now.
Yeah, I take them out.
Yeah, that's true. And you can always feel like, well, I spent the money on it or I held on to it this long. Like it's a
Yeah,
waste to get rid of it now, but it's not because it still had the meaning already.
Yeah.
you
It doesn't
can.
have to have it forever. That doesn't make it a waste for you to have gotten it.
Well, now I need. And
Hi, Sherry. And bye,
oh,
Anthony. He's got to
yeah,
go to a
Sherry.
Yeah,
meeting.
Anthony has to go to a meeting. Bye, Anthony. Hopefully see you later.
Anthony,
Hi, Sherry.
the other thing that I do is tackle one side or one shelf or one place at the time.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Do it slowly. That's what that woman says on her channel. That was one of her tips. Do it slowly, one drawer at a time, because it's going to put you on an emotional roller coaster.
Yes. And the other thing is when you talk about emotional roller coaster, I am feeling, I go for the feeling. When everything is unorganized or disorganized around me, I don't feel well. When
Yeah.
Yeah,
everything,
I've heard of that. Like how it can affect how you feel, like
yeah,
the clutter around you.
let me show you something. I have these drawers, little ones, like this. So you can put things inside that you need, and they don't need to be all around. And I bought these ones recently, and it's the last thing I am going to buy for me because I don't have more need and more space. And it's these ones. I love drawers, so you can have them. And I love this because everything you can see it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
they
two.
they suggest that that you should have clear containers that you, or either that or labeled, but clear is better.
Yes. So it's clear, but at the same time, it's organized. It's not something that you feel like deorganized. And that's another one of my tips. My tips based on what I feel, not that I read or see something and I say, okay, I need to do it like that.
Yeah, it's got to be personal. It has to work
Yes,
for you.
Oh,
yes,
thank you, Sherry.
The clear container thing is so hard because I do love containers,
yeah.
especially the little artistic ones, but the clear ones just work so much better if you tend to forget what you have or
Yeah, I have mixed them, but like it works for me better when I know what it is
yeah.
inside. So, for instance, I have here some that I made that are shelves, half a shelf, and then I did two drawers over. But on the shelf, I have this. So I know what is there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I need to take it, it's one thing. It's not a lot of things. And I can open, by the way, this is another thing. This journal, I laminate the white piece that I saved. And you can open and search, but you know what, like roughly what you have.
Yeah. And some of that is just working out a system over time.
Yeah. You see here, I have another container. I love this container. I have another container with my brush pens. And I know that
Nice.
is that what I have there and no other thing. So yeah, it's not perfect. It's so far from perfect, but
You
But
guys
it's
can look
better.
and see how my progress. I created drip kind of things
Oh,
by.
cool.
Thank you.
yes, I know it. It's so cool. Okay. Now
I'm done now. I have to do a second picture. I was prepared for that. I have an idea. I have another Pinterest inspiration for a second thing.
so now I need to do reds. Red. I don't know if I need to change my. I think I am going to change my water because I've been working with greens and now it's reds and it will be brown if I don't change that.
Yeah, that was a bright red bird, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, Diana, I'm impressed that you have a spare project lined up. I think it's hard enough to pick
Oh,
one.
I always have to. I always finish quick. I always finish like in the first hour. Almost always. I'm always finishing within the first hour.
You work
So I know
quick.
that about myself, and that's why I know that ahead of time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the
I
opposite, and
mean,
I
we're
gotta
not
learn that
small
everything
space.
takes
This
longer
is
than I
really a
think.
small space. I'm sorry. My picture is like such a small thing that's why I can finish it faster.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know. I could spend 3 days on one ATC.
Ah,
Having a physically smaller project doesn't seem to make it go
Ah,
any
really?
faster for me. Ooh, I love this piece.
okay. I need a red, but what kind of red? Huh. Vibrant red. Maybe this one. Let's see. Hmm, maybe mix with this one. Huh. Let's take a chance. with the red. Okay. Anyway, it's my first layer. Okay.
How many layers do you usually do with watercolors?
Depends on what I need to do. If I need to do, like in this case, I need to do parts with shadows and parts with,
Yeah.
so and I'm no expert. I just having fun.
Oh, I know. I was just asking for you,
Oh yeah,
not not a hard rule.
yes, yes.
I'm not
But this,
interested in the hard rules.
yeah, I know. But I need to tell you something. You don't know who is watching. Not now. Now we know. Okay, and people know me. So they are not going to think that I am a watercolor expert. But after we are going to have people that come because of the feed of on YouTube tell them, and we don't know them and they don't know us.
True, you gotta warn them.
You can warn them. I'm no expert.
Now, is there anything that you would say, I am an expert on this and you should listen to me?
Yes, yes. I can say it that I don't know if it's true, but I can say it.
What, Procreate? The Procreate app? Would you say you're an expert on Procreate app?
No, not at all. I just in everything, I am doing art for now, I think, over than 63 years. And I cannot say that I am an expert, but I can say that I like to experiment, and that will be my expertise to
True.
think if that is possible or not, and what happens if that's my expertise, because not all people want to try. Hi, Liz is here. Hi, Liz. How are you?
Hi, Liz.
Welcome.
Hi, Liz.
And I'm no expert in anything, and I don't know. Maybe people that do one thing all life, they become experts. They not only like learn, but also they use it. They become experts. But in my case, I cannot take uh, that as true.
Because you're an experimenter at heart.
Yeah, yeah, that it is true. And I think it's better to try and fail than not to try.
I agree with that in theory. Putting it
Thank
into
you
practice
much.
is
All right.
very hard.
Oh, thank you, Liz. Liz shared our life, girls.
Oh, thank you, Liz.
Oh, you know what? I forgot the thumbs up, and because I'm not in my channel, I always
Oops.
do it.
I
I
also
always
forgot.
do it. No.
Now you have my thumb.
I give you a finger, Diane.
What?
I give you my finger. Thumbs up.
Oh, okay. That's different. There's in the United States when you say, I give you the finger, it means you're giving them, you're showing somebody your middle finger, which is
Oh, she knows.
Let me play, Diane. It was a joke.
oh, you know that?
Of course I know that.
I didn't know you knew that. Okay.
Myriam knows what she's doing. She acts all innocent, but she knows.
There are things that I know. There are things that I don't know.
Liz, Davy is going to join us. He's going to join us in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
There actually was a time in school, so I think I was 12 years old, it was middle school, when I got pulled out of class and the principal was telling me like, someone told me that at lunch you flipped them the bird. They came up to you to talk to you and you flipped them the bird. And I was so pure and innocent, I didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah, you didn't know what that meant,
Like,
right?
what's flipping the bird?
I don't even know now what that means. I can imagine something not so pure and
It's just giving the finger.
the finger is like that. Okay. You see that I didn't know.
Yeah, so if you turned your bird upside down right now, you could tell everyone you flipped the bird.
Oh.
Give them the finger. But yeah, I guess the principal told my mom afterwards that he took one look at me and was like, I don't think she did it.
I don't think so.
No. Now I would. But back then, mm-mm.
What happened in your life that now, yes? Did you grow out?
I just think it's funny now. I would never mean it. I don't think, but I'm certainly not angrier now. I'm waiting. I hear that sometimes when people get older, you can either mellow out like crazy or you can start getting mad.
Or maybe you were angry before. How about young angry people? Maybe they grow and get old and get angry. Stay angry.
Maybe. But I didn't start angry, so I'm waiting for it to happen.
Why? Have you seen it happen in your family?
No, I don't think so. I just feel like that's something that people say about. Like I have a friend whose dad started angry, and I guess he has dementia now, and it's actually that has mellowed him out, which is the opposite of what I've always heard. But everyone's different, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am more understanding now in general because I lived a lot and I accept myself, and I think
that makes a big difference.
When you accept yourself, something changes.
Oh, that's true.
Because the fight is never when something outside. It's always with yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I learned how much of me being annoyed with other people was actually me being defensive about myself.
Yeah, that's what
not liking me, so then I would have to convince myself that the other person was the problem because I couldn't cope with it, with me being the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang, I really want to use those yellow squares, but maybe on the next one. This one seems to be going pretty fast. I might actually get 2 done. Except every surface I have is already covered in glue, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Go around and blow dry.
Yeah.
I dropped it. Shoot. Well, now there's glue on the carpet.
But that's your art room?
Yeah.
It's a dedicated art room?
Yes,
that's
it is.
That's nice.
And we're planning to pull the carpet out, but I'm like, why Just let me trash the carpet
Oh,
before we
yeah.
replace it, and then I can worry less about
Oh,
new
here's
floors.
Davy.
Will be
Davy!
side.
He's backstage.
Davy!
Hold on. Now he's in. Hi, Davy.
Hi, Davy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Diana. Hello,
Hi,
Diana.
Davy. So
Hello,
nice.
Lexi. And hello, Myriam.
Hi, Davy. How are you?
So nice for you that you joined us.
Yeah.
I have finally made it.
Yeah, what do you
Yes.
have to say for yourself?
Phew.
Missing the last one.
Yeah. And the
I still
last one
flipped through.
before that.
It was the daylight savings that messed him up.
Yeah, it was. We put our clocks forward on Sunday, just gone.
Excuses.
That's my excuse anyway. How's everybody doing? How are you three
Good.
doing?
What are you, good. What are you working on, Davy?
I'm just continuing this drawing.
Oh, you're drawing today.
Yep.
Shaking things up.
I'm just gonna continue this. I've already started it. So it's a surreal sci-fi.
Ooh.
I don't know where it's going. I'm just clearing my mind, just letting the pen roam over the paper, and just I'll see what happens.
So, oh, Davy, do you like sci-fi movies?
Oh, I love sci-fi
So,
movies.
did you like The Matrix?
I did. I was a
I
big
tried
fan.
watching The Matrix. Recently, I tried watching The Matrix. I could only watch it halfway through. I didn't like it.
Really? I feel like even people who don't like sci-fi like The Matrix.
No, the whole movie was all this dismal, dark color. That was
yeah.
one problem. That was
Yes.
one problem. And then I couldn't follow. And the storyline just got to be too boring for me to follow.
Boring.
I don't know. Yeah. Like I lost some interest in it. And plus, it really bothered me how dismal the cinematography was. It was just dark and dismal.
Yeah. That makes
did
sense.
have a-
It just puts you in kind of a down mood.
Yeah.
Yes. It did have a certain look, didn't it? A style.
Yeah.
The Matrix. Who else likes sci-fi movies? I think I've asked this before. Diana, Lexi, Myriam.
Well, I used to like Avatar. Used to be my favorite movie of all time, but that was in 2009 when I first saw it. And now, more recently, I tried watching it. I couldn't even watch halfway through. I quit watching it halfway through and said, "This is not my favorite movie anymore."
I remember you saying that.
Oh, this is annoying me.
I love sci-fi movies.
What? Sorry,
Really?
Myriam?
I love sci-fi movies.
Oh, that's great. So Myriam is a sci-fi fan.
Yes.
And I think Lexi
they're all right.
is, aren't you? Lexi?
It's all right. I don't know that I have a particular genre that I would say I like or dislike.
Mm-hmm.
Most movies I actually don't like. I don't know why. I watch so many movies and shows, but I don't feel like I like that many.
There hasn't been, I don't think there's been, I think the last decade hasn't been too good for movies.
Pat's here. Hi, Pat.
Maybe that's it. I also have trouble emotionally connecting to them, probably because I watch them in the background so much that it's like, it's just noise.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Yeah,
good
you have to
having
focus on it.
Yeah.
Hello,
You have
Pat.
to actually think. Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat. Movies and books.
Now, what about horror movies? Anyone a fan of those?
No, I used to like horror movies, and then for a while my favorite horror movie was The Shining, and then I watched that recently and thought that's not that great.
Did you make it all the way through that one? Because that one's long.
Yeah, I think I did watch that one all the way through. Yes.
Wow.
I did. When I first saw it, I thought, wow, this is awesome. It's so scary and awesome.
Yeah.
But now I don't like horror movies. I don't like them. I don't like to be scared. Life gives you enough things to be scared about already.
True. Yeah, that's the kind that if you think too much about it, it can ruin you.
Yes.
So I enjoyed them more when I was younger because I
Yeah, me too.
Didn't think about stuff, and now that I do kind of try
yeah,
to
that's
think,
right,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh no, I hate this.
There's a movie that there's
That
a
says not so much with horror. And Tina says, where are Davy from? Love the accent. Yeah, I love the accent too, but I know.
who was that? My accent.
Liz wants to know where you're from.
Can you have a guess? Have a guess. Does it sound familiar at all?
Australia.
Tina not going to
Australia, Lexi says Australia.
know. Yeah.
No, I am not. But there's a link. There's a link
London.
actually with Australia.
London.
Where, sorry?
London.
No, no, not
No?
London.
Yeah, you sound like a London.
South Africa.
Not South. What?
Yeah.
Steady on you. Steady on.
She guessed Scotland.
No, it is Irish.
Scotland.
Irish.
Okay.
Irish.
What about
Are you
Scotland?
Irish,
Who said Scotland?
Baby, are you Irish?
Irish?
Yeah.
No, I'm not
No.
Irish at
That
all.
one's got to be it.
No, I'm not Irish. I'm not
Tina
from Ireland.
guessed Scotland.
And I'm not from Scotland. Everybody thinks I'm from Scotland.
And then Pat says Wales.
Wales? Pat.
No,
on.
it's not. No,
I am not
thought
from Wales.
It was. I thought it was Irish. What? No, mate.
Well,
Say mate.
I thought it was like the very
Australia?
north of England or something.
yes, that's exact.
Near the,
Yes.
you live near
Lexi
the
is
border
correct.
of Scotland, right?
Yeah,
Got
that's it.
And
You know.
England.
Yes, near the border. It's a place called Tyne and Weir. So it's the northernmost. Well, it's the northernmost part of England. Then there's Scotland. And many years ago, just over 1,000 years ago, it was known as Daneland. Okay, Daneland. So the Danish, the Danish Vikings came over and settled.
Danish Vikings. Ooh.
Yeah. So this is just over 1,000 years ago, right? And they settled, and they controlled quite a bit of the country, and they controlled up here where I live, in Tyne and Weir, Northumbria, okay. So I am Northern England, Northern English.
Okay.
So thank you for liking my accent
Yes.
in the chat.
Well, everyone likes your accent.
Well, thank you. It's very kind of you. Okay, but I'm not Scottish.
Or do you have one of those accents that everyone outside of England loves it, but you get made fun of for it in England?
It's in England. It's known as a very, very difficult language to understand. A dialect.
Oh.
I'm quite clear, so hopefully I am. I try and clear it up.
Sometimes.
I try and clear it up. But if I was to talk real northern, if I put the full northern accent on, it's very difficult to understand.
Oh.
So it's like Glasgow, Scotland. Tina said Scotland. Now Glasgow, the Glaswegian accent, Glaswegian Scottish accent. It's very thick. I cannot do the accent very good. But I know a few people from Glasgow because they come down just across the border. They visit Tyne and Weir quite a lot, the Scottish. And they're very difficult to understand. But what about the United States of America? What about your accents?
Oh, that's right. There's a lot of accents.
That's true.
certainly
Everyone
is.
thinks they don't have one.
There's some very interesting accents. But what's the most difficult to understand?
Southern accent.
The southern accent. Is that like Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And is it like Mississippi?
Yes.
That kind of accent. That is
Virginia. I
remember.
think even Virginia might have it.
Virginia.
Like
So they're
North
very-
Carolina, and also North Carolina, South Carolina.
Right.
But it's not. I don't find it too hard to understand.
Right.
Well, I feel like it helps too to have exposure to different accents in media.
Yeah.
I'm sure it
Oh,
used
it
to be
is.
a lot worse when it was like when you meet someone with a southern accent for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
that's totally different than if you've been
Yes,
listening to it.
yeah.
And like I'm
Uh-huh.
way better at understanding British accents because of shows.
Yes. That's the best thing to do. Watch the
So
show.
one time I was hanging out with some Irish people, and I could not understand what they were saying.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were speaking
What's Irish
English or
accent?
not. There were some English words in there, and then I'm like, what are they? And I don't know if it was because the accent was so thick or they were speaking an Irish language.
Yeah, the Irish accent is, again,
That's a tough one.
yes, if it's full 100% Irish, it's very difficult.
Yeah, because they kind of have different words, right?
Yes, they do.
I think
I have
they
trouble
did. I was
understanding
like,
even Irish typing.
I'm not too familiar with Irish stuff, I must say. It's with Ireland. It's only across the water from us. But I'm not too familiar. I'm more familiar with Scottish, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But Myriam is from Israel,
Yes.
so the Jewish accent is good. I like that. We have where I live, in the exact town where I live, we have a Jewish community,
Oh,
and they've been there for, I think, a little over 100 years, or just about 100 years. And they're a very nice community, and I love their accent. I love the way they talk. So there's another dialect.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
that sounds like.
It's very
I'm not
nice. It's
familiar.
good.
it's harder for me if like different people from outside the country try to speak English. Sometimes I can't understand them when they're trying to speak English.
Yes. I like I do like strong accents. It's interesting. I think strong accents are interesting.
yes.
I mean, I think they sound great, but it is
Yeah.
a struggle for me to understand. I'm
That's the only
terrible
problem.
at understanding anyone who mumbles
Yes.
too. I've always said everyone around me will be like, I understand you perfectly. And I'm like, what?
What
The
are you
mumblers.
talking about? Yeah.
I'm like, are you guys just pretending that you understood them? Like nodding and going, because I got nothing out of that.
The most difficult. I don't know about yous, but the most difficult. Oh, hold on. Tina said, "I'm from south of Sweden, and I don't understand what they say in the north of Sweden."
Oh, really?
Oh.
Now that's
When-
strange.
When I lived in Argentina, I was born there, and I
Right.
lived in Buenos Aires almost all the time. I went to the north of the country, to Salta, for 2 years. And when I first arrived, were two people talking, and what I heard that, and the other one, and they were speaking in Spanish. After a
Spanish.
while, yeah,
Is
they
that your
were
first
speaking
language?
the same
course.
language than me, but the accent was so weird.
Ah.
I couldn't understand a word. With a while, with time, I could understand, and I could I understand everything. But at the first glance, it was
Spanish is a nice accent.
yeah.
True.
That's a good. I like that.
Yes, we called it Castellano. And it's
In
the
Sweden.
same language that they speak in
Yeah.
Spain. The only thing is that they have another accent, first of all, and they have like in Argentina we use like more some different words that are like more modern.
Yes.
So like in Argentina, the treatment to the other is we call it the boss.
Oh, I know when somebody younger people, they have different phrases and words for things I don't know. Like people in their 20s.
Yes.
They'll use different words for things and I don't know what they mean. I kind of don't know what they mean.
This is Glenn.
Like an old person is called a boomer from the baby boomer generation.
Yes.
That's what I am. I'm at the tail end of the baby boomers.
I think I am. I think I'm one of the baby boomers.
You're not Gen X unless you're born in the mid 60s, starting
That's
in the
me.
mid. Well,
Gen
then
X.
you might be Gen X.
That's me.
I
1966.
In the 60s.
Yeah, you're Gen X.
Oh, I Gen X.
I was just reading about that the other day. You're Davy. You're Gen X.
That's good. I like the sound of that. That sounds like
right?
science fiction, that doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Gen X it sounds like I've just been made up.
Yeah. Oh, and then babies that are born in 2025 for the next 14 years is going to be Generation Alpha.
Whoa, I like the sound of that.
Alpha or beta, I forget. It's one or the other. Or we just had alpha, and these are going to be beta. It's one or the other.
Sound reminds us of the videos. When video came out.
Well, that's also the Greek alphabet. They might be going. Maybe they're going to start going in the sequence of Greek alphabet.
Oh right, yes. Reminds me of VHS and Betamax.
What?
Can you remember when video came out in the 80s? Videotape.
I wasn't alive yet.
You weren't alive. You weren't there. Well, in the 80s, way back in history, videotape came out.
In boomer days.
It's those damn boomer days. And what happened was they were in competition with each other. There was two makers. The what? Sorry, Myriam?
In the 80s, I have all my kids.
You had all
her teeth.
The first one was in 81, and the last one was in 89.
Right.
So the 80s for
kids? Maybe she said kids.
Yeah, kids.
Oh, I thought she said teeth.
I thought you said teeth.
Kids.
Okay, right. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, that was the decade of procreate. Not like that. Not like now, Diane, procreate.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Can anybody remember Laserdisc? When the Laserdiscs came out?
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
It came and went. It was here and it was gone.
That was fast. I don't remember laser discs. They were out when I was alive, of course, but
no one does remember.
Because they came and went really fast.
It did. They were vinyl size. Do you know, like the old records that we collect now? They were the same size as them. So they were pretty big. Then the CDs came in, didn't they?
Yeah, then the CDs.
They were amazing.
So what was different about the laser discs?
You had a machine. You had like a machine, a player, which was it looked like one of those vinyl disc players. And
like a turntable?
Put that in.
Oh yeah, did it look like a turntable?
Yeah, turntable. And the laser would pick up the info and transfer it onto your screen. So it was like a CD player, really, or DVD player,
Okay.
or a CD player. Sorry.
So it was like the generation between records and CDs. They just moved on to CDs so fast from there.
They did once the CDs came in. The quality was just too good because the wear and tear. Do you know when you've got one of those vinyl discs?
I've
The
never had one.
they're collector's things now.
Yeah, except so they're saying new vinyl, like the vinyl, if it was not used that much, it has better sound quality than anything
Yes.
else.
Oh.
Yes, but the more you play vinyl,
Yeah,
because of
then
the
it
physical,
degrades.
yeah, it degrades. So you get a lot of like crackling, like a when you're
Right.
playing it, you get a very like static sound.
Oh yeah.
That's after many players. So the more you played the vinyl, because the needle it's obviously friction. Yeah, the needle would go in the groove and it would spin. So there's a lot of friction there, physical contact.
Yeah,
So
so
if,
it's
it,
adding
if
like
there's
little
a vinyl
scratches.
record that has not been
That
played,
ain't good scratches.
oh, I'm sorry.
That wasn't. I mean, it wasn't good, was it, Diana?
What?
The vinyl quality.
No,
When
I
you-
thought a brand new. I've heard that brand new vinyl, like if it was a vinyl record that had not been played a lot, it has better sound quality than anything else.
Yeah, that's
There's a school. I guess there's one theory of that.
yes, but the more you play them, it's horrid.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I've got vinyl that I've overplayed. Original vinyl from like 1980 and 1978, and that is the crackling and the distortion. It's terrible.
Now, how many plays does that take? Is it like, are we talking 10
Hundreds.
plays, 100 plays? Oh,
Oh, I must have
all right.
played some of these things 100 times.
Yeah.
Dear me. Meatloaf, bat out of hell. I bought that when it first came out, and it was on constantly all day.
Oh, the laser disc said that. Pat says they were bigger than DVDs.
Oh yeah, you're right there, Pat. So everything's. I mean, where do we go from digital? Because everything's digital now, which is fantastic.
Well, now we go back to vinyl, apparently.
Straight back.
I've got a friend of a friend
Yeah.
who likes vinyl not even just for the sound, but because you kind of have to get the experience of the full album. You can't skip
Yes.
around and like listen to one song over and over
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
because it's just too tempting when you're on Spotify and you're like, well, do I really have to sit through the 3 minutes of a song I don't love?
Disagree. I disagree. We used to put the player for the vinyl had a feature that you can put in automat, so it plays all the vinyl and then starts again. So you could hear the same thing all day if you want.
But the full album, right?
Depends. We had mini that have only one song in one side and one song
Oh,
in the
yeah.
other.
Like
So
a mixtape.
these ones, it was the same as Spotify.
So that was on like a loop.
Yeah.
Hi, Greg. Wisconsin Greg is here.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Hello, Greg.
I said it first, Myriam. You tell me how you are, Greg, not Myriam.
Greg recently had a birthday. Happy birthday again, Greg.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Ooh, decisions. I bailed on the second masterboard. Now I'm just straight up doing a collage.
Okay,
I can't help myself.
I think it's not fine.
Wait, you're not making master boards anymore?
No, because I couldn't bear to cover up this. It's just a brayer off the background,
Oh.
but I really like it as a big piece, and I don't think it would be that good as a small piece. I don't know, it spoke to me today, and I think as long as I'm still using up my scraps, I'm in the spirit of my
Yeah,
master boards.
that's true.
This is a tricky glue, though. I'm not sure how to do this.
I like everybody's artworks, by the way. I'm just looking at them now
Thank
on the
you.
screen.
Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with what everyone's doing.
It is, isn't it?
I'm so focused on me and my project.
What do you mean? How's it hard to keep up? Why?
I just forget to look at the screen very often.
Oh, that.
What
So
did you do?
yeah.
Yes, you're right.
I'm checking out the chat. Yeah, I'm just checking out the chat a little bit here.
Perfect. So it's not the same, but it's the same. And now I need to do something very dangerous.
Can I rewind
Gosh
the
darn it.
conversation a little bit with
Go
what
for
we
it.
were talking about? I'll rewind it very briefly because I want to recommend a movie. Okay,
Oh. Better be good.
I think it's good. Nearly killed me. I was laughing so much. Now, somebody mentioned horror films, horror movies.
Mhm.
Right.
Now, there's a comedy duo, right, from the USA, which I watched when I was quite young, right, 8, 9 onwards, and I found them so funny. I used to cry with laughter. Now, the crossed over and the horror, okay,
Okay.
and the duo is called Abbott and Costello. Anybody?
I've heard of that.
Have you heard of them?
Oh yeah, I heard of them. I never really thought they were that funny.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, hold on.
Oh, Don
Abbott and-
Costello.
Abbott
El
and
gordo y el
Costello.
flaco.
The what? Sorry, Myriam.
El gordo y el flaco. In Spanish, we have them as a gordo, like a fat one,
Yes,
the flaco, the
and the
thin
skinny
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bob Abbott and Lou Costello. They were massive stars in that time, right? But they've done a horror crossover, which I found hilarious, and I'm going to highly recommend this film. It's Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
And they're really
Yeah.
does it end up being like horror comedy or really just
Yes.
horror?
Yeah, it's horror comedy,
Oh, okay.
but it's so funny. I think that's the best one they've done. It's got to be the best film I've seen them do.
I'll write it down.
And it's got all the old horror stars in it as well, like Bela Lugosi and
Oh,
Lon
yeah.
Chaney. Lon Chaney, the Wolfman. It is so funny. And it was such a hit. I think they continued on the horror theme. And they've done The Mummy and a couple of others.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Frankenstein is the best.
Oh, by far. It's so funny. If you like to revisit old movies, old black and white movies, that's got to be one of the
Lexi, do
best
you like
ones.
old black and white movies?
Oh, I love old black and white movies.
I was wondering if Lexi does.
Sorry.
I haven't
Lexi?
really gotten into them.
I don't. I never really got into them.
But I couldn't
That's
tell
fun.
you why.
Mm-hmm. That's some, it's a bit of history. It's
I love
interesting.
all the Where is the Pilot saga.
What's sorry, Myriam?
I love all the, well, in Spanish is ¿Dónde está el piloto? Where is the pilot? I don't know if in English it's the
Oh.
same.
Ah, Yeah.
There is a saga of like comedy about the movies that are catastrophic movies in aviation,
Yeah.
and it's so funny.
It does
So
not
funny.
sound like a funny topic.
No, yes, let me tell you, it was something. It's have okay. You need to see it, all of them. But let me find the title in English. Maybe you know it even.
I bet I don't.
I'll have to check this out. I'll jot down the title.
English title. Airplane.
Oh,
What's it called?
Airplane.
Oh,
that's
Airplane.
interesting.
I went to
I've
the
seen.
cinema to see that.
Yeah, it was better in Spanish.
In Spanish.
In Spanish, the title is "Where is the pilot?" and "Where is the pilot?" But in English, it's "Airplane."
Yeah,
No,
I'm curious how the biggest joke that I know of from Airplane is the "Don't call me Shirley." Did that
Yes.
translate into Spanish?
But surely this can't be.
I
Don't call
never
me
heard
Shirley.
them. No, I never heard them in Spanish. I always heard them in the original language. And even in YouTube, when I have movies or whatever, I put subtitles even if I don't know the language, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
prefer to hear in the original language. So I understand every every joke.
Hmm.
I'm
That's
not
awesome.
sure if I
Air,
think
air,
in the past. That I'm not sure, because I'm not sure that when the time was, if I was watching. But I used to do that with my father to learn English. We watch movies or in the television that were in English with subtitles at first until we don't need the subtitle anymore.
Hmm.
well, to learn English. That's great.
Yeah.
I suppose that's a good way of learning a language.
Oh.
Picking phrases up and stuff.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to learn. Yeah.
I think in Sweden, in Swedish, you
Can you what? Myriam, what languages do you speak? Can you speak a couple of languages?
only speak three languages. The other is maybe a phrase here and there, but I don't speak the language. I even don't speak Yiddish. Yiddish is a dialect that many of my people
Hmm. So
uh,
you can speak a couple of languages, or two or three?
three. I speak
Three.
Spanish,
Wow.
I speak English, and I speak Hebrew.
Oh yeah, you can English. I forgot about that. I took that for granted.
I tried to
You
learn to
speak
speak
English.
two languages, but I could never speak. I mean, I spent years studying French, and then I had a minor in French in college, and then I lived in France for a year and a half. But I became proficient in French, but I was not fluent, and I could not understand movies or TV even after
Yeah.
living there for a year and a half.
Ah. French is a nice language.
My dad spoke 5 languages.
God, 5 languages.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
mate.
he was born in Lithuania, so he's Lithuania. Then he came to America. He learned English fluently. Then before he came to America, he was living in Europe, and so he I think he probably, I mean, he learned French and Spanish, and I don't know how fluent he was in those, but he knew them good and pretty good. And he was very fluent in Latin. He could tell you every time you say a word, he'll say the Latin derivation of that word is this, and the Latin derivation of that word is that. Like an expert in Latin.
Oh, that's good.
My eldest son, he learned Latin in school.
It seems like it would be really useful.
Yeah, because Latin is the root for many different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Back in 3 minutes. Back in 3 minutes, everybody. I'm just making a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Coffee. You can drink coffee at night?
I certainly can.
Okay.
I can drink it in the morning as well.
Yeah, that's the only. If I drink it at night, it would probably keep me awake.
Back in a tick.
Okay.
Everyone can do it. The thing is what happens when you do it.
Well, I'm being lazy. I'm not starting a second thing. I'm looking through my art journal and seeing if there's anything in mid-process that I could.
Oh, there's gotta be something.
Yeah, instead of starting, I don't want to start something new. So let me see what is there. I'm looking through my art journal.
Okay. I don't know if it's exactly like
the photo.
Like the photo, but I think I have something here.
Yeah, if you wanted it to be exactly like the photo, you could just hang up the photo.
Photos. Yeah, of course.
Ooh, decisions. See, Diana, I'm the opposite. I'm really good at starting stuff. It's the finishing that I think is hard. So I just want to start a third project instead of finishing my second.
Oh. So you do have like a lot of unfinished projects?
Oh, yeah. And I'm trying to be on a quest to use up my supplies and also finish projects. So if I can do both at the same time, that's awesome. Because I'm just overwhelmed. I'm really tired of looking around my studio and going, oh, I should work on that. Oh, I should work on that. So can we focus maybe on one thing? And that's part of...
But no, there's the other theory that you can work on several things at the same time. There's artists that work on several paintings at the same time. They'll work on one for like a certain amount of time, and then they'll move to the next one, and then they end up having several in progress and process, and then they finish them at different times.
Yeah, but I think the key word there is several, not dozens.
Oh.
Or hundreds. Because it just...
I don't know. Who put the measurement?
The measurement? Ooh,
Yes.
I like that one, Diana.
How much do you have?
Which one?
That's the same
That one
with
right
the
Oh, you had it.
This one?
No, back two. Yeah. Oh,
What,
forward one.
that one?
That one.
Ah,
I love that
thank
one.
you.
You know what? I even throw away things that I think, okay, I don't like it, and I am not going to work on them.
Exactly. Just let it go. You're like, I'm not excited. And there's no rule that says I have to work on anything. I'm doing art for me. So why torture myself doing something I'm not even excited about? Get rid of it.
We work for us.
Exactly. And when you kind of accept, look, no one else needs to like my art. Only I need to like my art. Yeah. I feel like it becomes even more important to be like, if I don't like this, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. Exactly. For me,
so what's your favorite thing that you've created recently, Lexi?
I don't finish very much, but I really like how my accordion book turned out that I was doing a few streams ago.
Oh, uh-huh.
Partially because I finished it, so that's exciting.
Oh, I
But also it's
see.
just
Define finish.
very colorful.
Lexi, define finish.
When I look at it, I don't feel like I need to do anything else to it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not going back.
You can finish in every stage of the project.
True. But a lot of the time when I finish it, it goes in the trash. So I guess when it's actually finished, that's when I'm like, I'm not working on it
That's why you
anymore,
don't want
and
to
it can
finish.
go on display.
No, that's why you don't want to finish.
Yeah.
Well, Miriam's theory is what? That's why you don't want to finish, because why?
Because if she finished, she throw it away.
Oh.
Well, that's the fear. Like, I want to finish it the way that makes me not throw it away.
Ah, okay. So,
What was I doing? Cutting. Nope, not that one. This one.
there.
I'm going to cut up my masterboard. I think it's dry enough, maybe?
Mine is done.
Very good.
Congratulations.
Very good, Myriam. That looks really nice. I like that.
Round of applause.
And then I'll show you my finished one for today.
Oh, very good, Diana.
Thank you. Thank you. It was inspired by a Pinterest.
That is really good. The
Thank you.
text.
Yes, I did it on the text. Mhm.
That's really good.
Thank you. With
Oh, Lexi,
Stabilo. Stabilo
Pause for
all
you.
and a little bit of soft pastel.
Lexi, that's great.
Thank you. I'm going to chop it up.
Chop it up.
And I am going to be devastated
What are you going to chop it up
if it
for?
doesn't line up the right way in certain spots. I'm like, oh man, if you have
Alright.
a card right there, actually I can really torture myself.
It looks very interesting.
Get
That
my
bar
little
with the black and
flame
white
out here.
on it. Look
Ooh.
at that.
See, I want that right there. I'm allowed to. I make the rules.
Certainly are.
Pencil? This is the worst system. I have one pencil that I like move back and forth between rooms. Get another pencil.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know, and all the art supplies I have, for some reason,
And I have a box
one
with
pencil.
12. But that is in another place. Because I like to buy something and not put in use everything I buy.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's two.
Tina says, love it, Diane.
Oh, thank you. I'm making her with galaxy hair.
Ooh.
There's too many great looking art materials that tempt you into buying.
People got to stop making
No,
art supplies.
I have them in my I had them in my Amazon cart, and then I put it in save for later. So I have a whole bunch because I'm interested in acrylic solid. The acrylic solid. They call them markers, but they're not really markers. Acrylic solid crayons. They're made out of acrylic paint, though, and those that I would like to get. I have two colors right now. I would like to get a set of those, and also maybe fluid acrylic paints, but I'm holding off on them. So because I was gonna do like this splotchy kind of painting, but then because I was inspired by some artist, but I'm holding off on it.
Yeah, and sometimes you get the hit of shopping just by adding it to your wish list.
Yeah, and then it's good to wait 72 hours before you buy something, because then you might change your mind.
True. I mean, I should wait probably weeks sometimes.
Weeks.
But the problem is that I'll forget about it if I do.
That's why I put it. Well, that's why I have it in save it for later in my Amazon cart.
Yeah, but that's what the problem is, that I will forget about stuff.
Oh no, like
But then
I can
if I
scan.
add
I
it to
can
my wish list,
scroll.
I'll want it again. It's like I was fine without it when I just forgot it existed, and now I desperately
Oh.
want it again because I
That-
saw it on my wish list.
Every time I go to, I don't put it in a wish list. Every time I go to my cart, it's right under it. All the saved for later things are right under your cart, so it's always visible seeing.
See, I don't do that because I share an account with my family, and
Oh.
the save for a later section is for when people add something to the cart and then don't buy it, and you're like, did you want this? Or were you just thinking about it and you decided not to and you just closed it so we
I was
add
just
it saved?
joking.
What was that?
I was just joking. I didn't want it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my dad will do that. He'll put it in the cart and then decide against it, but he'll leave it in
what
there.
happened to me is that I put it in the cart, for instance, and then I have some time. I take my time. I don't order immediately. And then I want another thing and another thing. And then the price is overall is too much. So I start to say, okay, I'm not going, I need that. Okay, I'm not going to buy it now, but maybe I save it for later.
Yep.
Do you ever go shop on Temu?
Yeah,
I've
No.
heard of that. I haven't done that yet. I know that's a big thing. That's a big trend. I haven't shopped on that yet. Why have you, Davy?
I shop
My
only.
wife's told us about it. She goes on it all the time, right? So I had a little look, and I've spotted a fantastic pencil set.
Uh-oh.
Mechanical pencil set. So Lexi,
Uh-huh.
have a little look.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the Temu thing.
You'll be tempted. I'm telling you. You'll see it. You'll see I want that. So I've spotted this pencil set, right? And I'm so tempted.
And why? It's a really good price.
Oh, yes.
Really good price.
It is a
And
really
they
good
don't
price.
charge for sending it to you.
They don't, no charge for shipping.
You've got to spend £15. So let's say like $15. So much to for them to ship it.
Oh,
Well,
Tina
if I
asked,
can't
I
find
hope this
something
was
on
recent.
Amazon,
Sorry.
then if I can't find something on Amazon, then I'll try Temu maybe. But I can always find most things I want on Amazon.
Yeah,
I
but
was looking-
I compare one and the other. If it's a brand, a special brand, you need to go to Amazon. But if it's something general, all the things I show you for organization, all of them, I bought them from Temu. I bought this lamination machine from Temu. It cost me this machine, lamination
A washing machine.
Huh?
Her lamination machine.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said a washing machine.
No, lamination machine.
Lamination machine.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, that's
Tina
good.
wants to know if she can see you all on Instagram. I am not really. I have an account, but I don't really post there. How about everyone else?
I
Tina.
do, but I'm more active on Facebook because I have a Facebook art auction that I started. But I do post on Instagram, but and I try to keep it up to date with art that I posted on Facebook. I try to post it on Instagram, but I hardly get any engagement there. That's why, like, hardly any comments, hardly any reactions. So I really don't like Instagram, but it's a Serenity Studio Art on. That's who I am across all social media. Is even my website, Serenity Studio Art. Except for Facebook, I'm just Serenity Art because they wouldn't let me be Serenity Studio Art.
They wouldn't let you on Instagram.
Yeah, no, not on Instagram. I'm saying on Facebook they wouldn't let me be Serenity Studio Art. Could only be Serenity Art, but I have a business page on Facebook where I'm Serenity Studio Art. That's a business page, but my profile page could only be Serenity Art.
Oh, right.
My personal page could only be Serenity Art. Okay, but on Instagram, Serenity Studio Art, or my website, Serenity Studio Art.
If you look on Tina, if you try and check out my YouTube channel, I'm going to be posting a new video, and I'm going to put, well, Instagram's on there, but I'll also be putting Facebook on as well. because I've started posting on my new Facebook channel. I've made a new Facebook up.
With a pen.
So I'm going to be posting on there. But really, I mean, Instagram, I've decided to just concentrate on YouTube.
Oh, how come?
It's just too much going on to switch.
I get much more engagement on Facebook. But personally, I get on my artwork, I get much more engagement on Facebook than I do on YouTube or Instagram.
Yeah, I like it better because it's more personal. Like, I want to see what specific people are doing.
Right.
And I don't feel like Instagram is very good at that these days.
Yeah, I don't know.
think
I
you're
just
right
don't.
there.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to spend time on all of these
You don't need
social
to.
media platforms.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave Instagram.
Instagram and Facebook, you can put automatic to put.
Oh yeah, they can go together because they're both owned by Meta.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you can put one post and it'll show up on both platforms.
Ah.
You only need to say that in your configuration.
So Tina said, and your name on yet? What is yet? I don't know.
Maybe YouTube?
I don't.
Maybe she meant YT.
Maybe she meant YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube. Sorry, Tina.
With a pen.
Yeah, I kind of abandoned Instagram because I can't stand the reels. I loved it when it was photos, but the reels drive me bananas.
Oh, I see.
There's mine, Tina.
I feel like I spent 30 seconds waiting for them to show the thing that I actually want to see. And then it just flies by, and then I have to watch it over and over to catch a tiny little glimpse. And I'm sure that's on purpose.
Is this on what, Lexi?
On Instagram, the reels, because
Instagram.
everything is trying to be TikTok. So
yeah,
I like
we have a successful
YouTube
photo platform, but
I scroll through YouTube Shorts. I like YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, they're pretty good on
I'm on TikTok, but I get hardly any engagement on there. I only have 100 followers, and I just got 100 followers. And it took me years to get 100 followers, and I don't post much over there anymore. I hardly get any engagement on TikTok either.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask you, Diana, what's TikTok like? What's your opinion?
I don't know. I never scroll through it. I prefer YouTube Shorts.
Right. I don't like YouTube Shorts.
Oh, look who it is. It's Paula or Paula. You need to tell us how to pronounce your name. I thought you told people it was Paula.
How are you, Paula?
Hi, Paula.
Hello, Paula. Or Paula. It's Paula.
It's Paula.
It's Paula. Paula.
No, Davy, because she is
Paula. It's Paula. It's Paula.
Nice to meet you, Davy.
So
nice to meet you as well.
Myriam knows her. Myriam's friends with Paula. So you know for sure, Myriam, how to pronounce her name. Is that right?
Ooh. What is it?
Let's try it. Paula,
Okay.
do I pronounce your name correctly? That's it. Now we need to wait for the answer.
I can't wait. I need it now.
They need to know now.
The suspense.
How
She's
are
asking
you,
my accent again. She's
David,
just asked.
what is that accent, darling? You do, Myriam. Yeah.
Yay.
I've been saying it wrong this whole time. I could have sworn that you corrected other people.
Hey.
Oh.
So what is it?
Paula. Davy.
Paula.
Davy is from Northern England.
Yes.
Yes, Northern England, Paula.
It took us almost all the stream to guess, and we didn't.
People think I'm Scottish, Irish, Welsh. Pat said I was Welsh. I cannot believe that.
I thought.
But I do like Welsh. I do like Welsh.
Call the people in London, the Cockney. I
That's-
thought that you were Cockney.
Did you, Myriam, did you say that I was from London, a Cockney?
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
That's
I
an
don't-
insult for
that's an
Davy.
I
insult.
know.
How
Because
dare you, madam?
that's why I didn't told you before.
No, I'm not from London.
No, I have a friend that it's a Cockney from London, and he talks so close that I cannot understand him. It takes me
Yeah.
forever to understand what he said.
Oh, Paula. She's from Liverpool. From Liverpool.
Yeah, she's,
Liverpool.
Oh,
She's a Liverpudlian.
I did not know that.
no,
She's one
she's
of the-
not
One of the
living.
liver birds.
Yeah, I know she lives in Amsterdam now.
She lives
Yeah.
in Amsterdam now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
great.
made a joke. I said she is not living poorly. You said she is a Liverpoolie.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I
it's very good.
I made a joke.
My apologies to Paula. My deepest apologies, because Newcastle, which where I live, Newcastle defeated Liverpool
Oh,
in
Oh no.
the Carabao Cup football game. Yeah.
oh.
So my
So-
apologies for that.
Soccer?
Soccer, yes, Myriam,
Yeah,
soccer.
I
It
know.
was a big game. It was a really good game. Liverpool done very well. They're a
Was that
formidable team.
recently? Was that recently, Davy?
It was just gone last week, 2 weeks
Ah.
ago. 2
Paula
weeks ago.
said, Dad
Big-
is Irish. Mom is Welsh. I lived in Edinburgh for 15 years.
Wow. That's very impressive. Edinburgh's a nice place.
And she said something that you need to read
Eddie
it.
Baker.
You.
Yes.
Did she
That's a
get you
good one,
good?
Paula. Way I pet. That's what she's typed. Way I pet. So we would say it in our accent. Way I pet.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Way
Yeah.
I pet.
That's why I said to him that she needs to read it. That he needs
And
to read it.
she refers to the Hairy Baker. Rest in peace. Yes, because one of the Hairy Bakers, who are two cooks, and they come from the north of England. One of them died, passed on.
Oh,
So that's rest in peace. So thank you, Paula.
you
Way
see,
I.
we understand each other. We are just spectators.
Like who? Sorry, Myriam.
Huh? That you understand each other and we are only spectators.
Yeah, I'm lost.
I didn't
Yeah.
quite get you.
That's what I meant.
All right. I
Well-
didn't quite hear you there. Sorry, Myriam.
No, it's okay. It's okay. That Paula
Thank
and
you.
you understand each other.
Oh, yes.
But we, like Diane, Lexi, and I, we are only spectators.
All right. So way I pet. Way I pet.
Did you hear?
So-
Did you see this? Paula says her dad was Irish, her mom is Welsh, and she lived in Edinburgh for 15 years.
Lost. She's laughing out loud, and she says, "Keep going."
Well, Edinburgh.
I so much finish that I laminate my bear. I cannot do anything to it.
Stop laminating everything.
No, I am going to laminate my dog.
Well, now it can be like a little placemat. You can put your
Hola.
bowl of cereal on your bird.
Yeah. Hola. Have you saw what
That's
I did
nice,
with
Myriam.
the bubble wrap? I have bubble wrap.
That looks
And I
awesome.
use it for mark making here. This is the color combo, Paula. And then I have another like that. And I said, what I can do with that? So I laminated and I did a pouch. So you can laminate bubble wrap.
That's very good.
Yeah.
I'm getting my little
Lexi, you
display
have
going.
finished your artwork.
I did it.
And
I
didn't even
finished
see it.
my master board.
I didn't even
Oh,
see it
good.
covered up.
I think they're kind of cute. We'll see if I can not fuss with them. I want to fuss with them.
Okay, we have only 1 minute.
Yeah, we just have 1 minute.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting up my display.
Mhm.
I'm showing at a slightly hysterical moment, or is it my 3 glasses of wine with my hairy biker fish bake?
Very good.
Oh,
I think both.
I don't know, Paula. I don't drink.
I
only
think both,
drink-
Paula.
So glad I'm laminated it. I did like that.
Good.
Water goes over my drawing.
Oh. Yeah, see that's a reason I should get a laminator is I'm very spill prone.
Yeah.
Finally my stuff can be safe.
And water over watercolor is not the same that water over acrylic.
No. But acrylic isn't that safe either when you're collaging. I mean, if nothing else, I can catch my cut edges of paper and it
Yeah,
seeps in. It's just not good. Don't spill water on anything.
Well,
Thank you, Pat.
Pat's back. Hello, Pat. Hello. It's great that
That's
the
nice.
It's not
laminate.
my favorite. I
Sorry,
knew it would be.
Paula. I am at the end. I could have caused such mischief. Yes, Paula. Oh, Anina just came. Hi,
Hi,
Anina.
Anina.
Ah,
Paula,
let-
you
Hi,
caused
Hello, Amina.
you caused
Hi,
plenty of
we're
mischief.
just about to end. Hi, Anina. Oh, she was lurking a bit.
Lurking. One of the lurkers.
She's a lurker.
I
A
am
big
too.
hello to all the lurking.
Mhm. We thank you for being here, even if you're quiet.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And Paula, you know you. Don't you think that for coming late, you are less funny?
True.
Paula wants us to go overtime.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
tell my son to make some dinner.
I don't know. Davy probably can't stay with us. I can go overtime 5 or 10 minutes.
I can go for about half an hour
Oh, you can?
because it's only
Wow.
7:30. It's only 7:30 here,
Oh, here is 9:30.
so I can easily go 9:30. Wow.
What do you do at 8, Davy?
Ooh, I have another cup of coffee.
Well, yeah.
He draws all night. When he comes
You
home
don't
from
have to
work,
go
All
for
night.
that.
I'll be doing this.
and
And
you
you
draw
know,
all night, right? Right,
that's
Davy?
where
Like you
All
come home
night.
from work and you draw for 4 hours.
So, yes,
you-
I do. On and off. I do have breaks.
I know, you are funny. You are such
Yeah.
a good people. All of
Yeah,
you
until
are.
Tina said, here until 8:30. Tina Svanberg.
Yes, they are 1 hour before us. Anina, it's 8:30 there too. Only you in the UK. Paula. Oh yes, you are 8:32, Paula, because you are not in the UK now.
I'll stay whenever, you know.
I don't
whenever.
understand why the UK have 2 hours. It's because it's more to east.
I don't know the exact reason.
I think that you are more eastern than the continent of Europe.
I should
Europe
know this.
and us are more aligned, and you
Yeah.
are more to the east. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the thing is that the time zone, it's a fictitious thing. They say, okay, here is that and here is that. But in between, you have difference too. Only
Yes,
that
a little bit. I think we just have a little bit. It's nothing like the United States, where it's so large. It's like, I mean, it's unbelievable. The time zone between the east and the west.
really
True.
different.
I mean,
Canada too.
Right. It's big, but
considering
I think Russia's larger, right? Russia's bigger.
who it is.
Russia must have some more time zones.
God,
But
that's massive.
Europe
We have 4 time zones as well.
Yes.
4 time
all of
zones.
the same 8:30. Here is 9:30. May I say Maxi, Paula? Let me say it. Maxi! Time to cook, honey. Oh, she says no. Oh,
What?
Paula says, now I can hear your accent, Davy. Such a joy.
Davy, you are again doing a fish. Somehow this looks like a machine fish.
It's the same one.
Now I
Alina.
can hear your accent, Davy. Am I coming through clear on this microphone?
I think
Maxi,
it sounds
whoa.
clear.
I'm a bit closer now.
I think your audio's been good, Davy. I don't know.
Now,
Yes.
Paula, right? Paula is from Liverpool, right? And they also have a very distinctive
I
accent.
need to take out the glare here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's a
better.
shame Paula couldn't come up on screen and talk, because the Liverpool accent is as distinctive as the northern accent.
I don't know. I wonder if I could tell the difference.
Oh, hold on, the Beatles. Do you know the Beatles?
Yeah, but
Well, that's the Liverpool
knows
I'd
accent.
have to hear
Beatles.
people talk side by side to see if I could hear a difference.
Yeah.
Well, the Beatles, if you
I
listen to them,
love, Paula used to send me recordings, and I love to hear her.
well, that's where Paula's from. She's from the Beatles country. Yeah,
Yes,
Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool. That's right.
Yeah.
They came from Liverpool.
Oh yeah.
You live in the yellow
there's the
zone.
And how about the
I
Stones? The Rolling Stones. What part of England did they come from?
Are we going half an hour more? I need to do
No,
the yellow
I
zone.
don't think I can go a half hour more. How about just quarter of, like 7 more minutes?
Works for me.
I cannot
Yeah.
do the yellow submarine in 7 minutes. Davy, I went to a private convent school. I'm like Patsy from Up.
Well, I'm going to suspect that Paula's accent is still Liverpool. I think she's probably kept that accent, because everybody knows where Edinburgh is. Yeah?
Yes.
Everybody know where Edinburgh?
I know where Newcastle is.
You know where Newcastle is?
Yes, I know.
Myriam?
Wow. I know
That
it's in
is-
northern
I am
England.
impressed.
I used to watch a lot of, there is a program that is from the UK that it's from constructions.
Right?
They go after people that made a project and they do it themselves. And I don't remember the name of the program, but it's in different parts of the country there. So
Right.
I know. Yes.
Oh, it's awesome. That's
Ooh.
great.
Man, working tiny's hard.
I know London being in Glasgow, said Anina.
Glasgow.
You know where Newcastle is in Australia.
That's great. Yes, there's a Newcastle in Australia as well. Yep. I know where Newcastle is in Australia. Anina. You're absolutely right.
Oh,
And
great.
she knows London and she's been to Glasgow. Paula, Davy, only with family and only after a few glasses of brew.
Let's see.
So, Myriam, does
Yeah.
Maxie like to cook, or does he just do it to be nice?
He likes to cook, but he doesn't like to come up from the bed. That's the thing. He takes
Yeah.
his time.
Is he the cook?
Grandy time, I think that is.
Anina has asked, Liverpool are good soccer players? Question
Yes.
mark. Yeah. Well, at the moment in our league, football league,
This is the program.
they're
Grandy
they're right at the top there. They're absolutely fantastic.
That's right.
All I know is it's
That's
called
Pat. That's Pat saying. There's also a Newcastle in Delaware. Newcastle, Delaware.
Newcastle in Delaware as well.
Yep.
In the US.
The Northumberland Mill House
awesome.
conversion. That was
That is good.
one.
I'm calling that one done.
Northumberland is in Newcastle or not? Yes, Mill near Newcastle.
There's a damn Newcastle all over, isn't there?
No, that's the episode where I knew Newcastle. The Northumberland Mill House conversion.
I think there's a lot of cities and towns in England that have crossed over in name in the USA.
Yeah,
so
that's
Birmingham.
true.
Birmingham.
You don't have Philadelphia in England, do you?
No, but we do have something that's very American. Okay, and it's Washington, and it's next door. It's next door to me, right? We have a Washington, and that Washington, which is next door to me, is the ancestral home of George Washington. So his family came from Washington, England, and we've still got it, and his house is still there.
Hi, Tuber Chat. Welcome.
Hi, Tuber Chat.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
Paula says, in the US, it was the
Hello,
crossing
Tuber Chat.
Mary Rose, etc. Same for Australia.
Thank you for sharing on Reddit, Tuber Chat.
That's absolutely right, Paula.
Pat says it's a Newcastle in Delaware. Ah, yes. Okay. Paula is
word
right.
I've seen. Am I too young or too old to understand Word Up?
Oh, Word Up. Is that not a song? Word Up.
April, like building a house, vacation, selling market. Well, in April, it's Maxie's birthday.
Ah.
So I need to learn how to make a keto cake.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Good luck.
He said it's not necessary. Okay. So I am not going to learn that.
Thank goodness. You are off the hook.
Tuber Chat says cameo equals Word Up.
Yeah.
Ah, cameo? Ah, okay.
I didn't know that. I thought word up just meant hello.
We are so international today.
Well, it's
certainly
got
are.
the Cameo word up has music notes next to it, so I'm guessing, like, is Cameo
Yeah.
the artist and then word up is the song? Is that what you're
Cameo,
saying?
yes. Yep, that's it. Cameo. And they done
Oh.
word up. And it's quite an old song.
Is it a
Yeah,
good
because
song?
Tuber Chat's name is Kevin, and Kevin has been was a DJ for many years.
Oh.
Very good. Very good.
You're a hardcore DJ if you're just talking in song lyrics at this point.
Yeah.
A Swedish man, when named Jordan Bronk, named the Bronx in New York.
Huh.
Wow. I didn't know that. So the Bronx is Tina saying the Bronx is named after that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bronx definitely
Jonas
sounds cooler
Bronk.
than Brunk.
It does, doesn't it? I come from the Bronx. The Bronx.
Brunktown.
Yeah, Bronxtown.
Sometimes the word becomes small, says Anina. Yes, says Tina. A Swedish man with name Jonas Bronx named the Bronx. Oh. Oh.
What about New York? Because that's
That's
I think
from
it's
isn't New York? Isn't that like from Amsterdam?
well,
The
York.
Netherlands.
Well, hold on.
York,
York
England.
is just south of me,
Oh, England.
and York is actually Danish. Its Danish name is Jorvik.
Yeah. When
Okay, so
people,
Jorvik.
the English people arrived to the US, when it wasn't the US yet, they named the cities with reference to cities in
Yeah.
the United Kingdom. And the same happened with the Spanish people that came to the south of America.
And the Portuguese as well, Myriam.
In Argentina, we have a Cordoba, and there is a Cordoba in Spain too, and things like that.
That's
Well,
right.
there's only so many names. You try to come up with a new name at this point.
I think people just renamed. They used the same names, didn't they? Instead of trying to come up
You
with something
can
else.
come up with new
The
names.
Netherlands.
There's
You
people
can, but they're not good.
Yeah,
that they're
like
not
Bronx.
good.
Yeah.
Bronx.
Oh, okay.
I'm from the Bronx.
Maybe they're not great names. Yeah.
So I wonder why they didn't go with Bronx.
They knew better.
No.
So the Bronx. Bronx.
Ok, voy a hacer ahora.
I don't know. I wonder if our live stream from 1 to 3 p.m. is better than 12:30 to 2:30. Can more people join us? I don't know.
The Netherlands is not the lands of the north. Hola. I don't know the meaning of Netherlands. We call
It's Holland.
Países Bajos.
The Netherlands is Holland.
Yeah,
So
I know. But
So all right.
I'm asking for the meaning of the name, because we
The
call
Netherlands.
it Países
It's
Bajos. That
Is it not the
means
Northern Lands?
that's what I asked.
Yes. Sorry, Myriam.
Okay. That's
Sorry
it.
about that.
No.
So it's the Northern Lands.
I know that I have an accent that it's not easy to understand sometimes.
The downland.
I think sometimes your microphone goes
Yes,
fuzzier
the
than other
downland
times.
is like we call in Spanish the downland.
The downland.
The bajos. And that's the meaning of nether,
Yeah.
down.
Right.
Oh,
Ah, right.
thank you so much. I learned something
Oh,
new.
here we would say upper or lower, like upper Bucks
Yeah.
County, lower Bucks County.
Yep.
Yep. Wow. We learn a lot today. That's
We're
what I
still here.
like the most.
Tina Svanberg. Now that sounds Netherlands. Oh, she's from Norway, isn't she, Tina? She's from Norway.
Oh
No,
no,
from
did she say she's
Sweden.
Sweden? Is she
From
one from
Sweden.
Sweden?
Sweden. And
Sweden.
Alina is from Switzerland.
Right. Ah.
And Paula
Mm.
from the UK, but it's living in the Netherlands.
Yes.
And I am from Argentina, and I am living in Israel.
Yeah, everything's so
Right.
international. This is an international group.
Yes.
It certainly is. Sweden. Sorry, Tina.
It's pretty close.
Not
I'll give
at
you
all.
partial credit.
It's like for instance, I know that Argentina, many people said, Chile, Uruguay,
Oh.
Yes.
other countries. It's like if you say here instead of Israel, Jordan. Nothing.
So weird.
Yes. But people that don't know, that are not from that region, they have the mental composition of the world, and they know that they are near.
Yeah.
Now my eldest son, he is from Argentina, but he lives in Europe because he lives in Spain.
Mhm.
So everything is like that. And my family came from Poland to Argentina.
Poland. Wow.
Oh wow.
So we are doing like a full
It's
circle.
amazing.
My dad came from Lithuania to come to the United States.
Yeah. Wow.
But
Pat's
not my
daughter.
mom. My mom's side of the family goes back several generations, like from Scotland and English and Scottish.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, one of my grandma wasn't from Poland. My two grandpas and one of my grandma, yes, and one of them was from Romania.
Oh, that's interesting.
Transylvania. And our last name is Wolf, that means in German means wolf, that is wolf. And my grandma came from Transylvania, so I said always a joke,
Oh, no.
we are a mix of
It's
from
those vampires.
vampire and a werewolf.
Oh.
Yes. Bela Lugosi country.
Yeah.
Should I say Dracula country?
Oh, Pat says that her daughter lives in Switzerland.
Yeah, Pat's daughter lives in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Anina
That's
said,
awesome.
Salud is originally Czech, but my forefather always lived in Austria once Austria was bigger. Yes, that's the other thing. My last name is German, but we didn't have any in Germany. I think that's because Poland was like a part, or maybe in the vicinity of Germany, or
Mhm.
maybe that region where he was born was Germany some year, but we don't know that because my grandfather on my mother's side He left the family when my mother was 6 and never knew about him again.
Oh.
And he have a very common last name because he's Kaplan. So David Kaplan. There are so many in the world that it was nearly impossible to track it. When I was tracking, I wanted to. So yeah, that's a mystery.
Very interesting.
Okay, his father is Chinese. I don't know why I
Mom.
again and again. What can I tell you,
Debajo de mi escritorio.
Most of my centers are German, says Pat. Wow. At the end, we are all be related.
Paula's husband is 2 years older than me. 60-year-old. Paula said her husband, Sephardi, is Jewish from Spain.
Yes.
African slave and Netherlands silversmiths. Fascinating family tree. Most of my ancestors are German, Pat says. So, Pat, most of your ancestors are German.
Yeah, I know. At the end, we are all be related.
I think, wow.
Well, we are all related if we believe that we all came from two people.
True. You go back far enough.
Yeah.
I think Anina wants to know when Maxie's birthday is.
On the 15th.
I don't know who Maxie is.
Maxie is Myriam's son.
All right, sorry.
That's okay.
Myriam's son.
He's so known in the community that, what, do you know who Maxie is? You don't know. My favorite mantra says Paula, I don't need a passport to walk on this earth. Oh, Paula. Yes. My father worked on the 17th. Wow. And my favorite aunt is from the 16th. Wow.
Well, it's almost time to stop.
Okay.
We did go for a half an hour more.
It has reached that time.
So thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you so much.
It was fun.
You.
Yeah, it was
fun. Great fun.
Love you all.
It's nice chatting to everybody.
Very nice.
And even the lurkers, thank you for being here. And replay viewers, thank you for being here, as well as our live viewers.
So next week is in my channel.
Yeah, next we go back and forth. So next week's at Myriam's channel.
Yes, yes. Bye-bye.
Cool. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, Davy. Bye, Diana.
Bye.